It's a brutal day on Wall Street and markets around the globe. Everyone's still very concerned about the global economy and disappointment regarding the Fed's Operation Twist. Joining me, Maureen Farrell, markets writer, CNN Money, to discuss why the market is so upset. You wrote before the Fed announced Operation Twist that everyone was expecting it and that if all we got was Operation Twist, investors would head for the door. I think it's safe to say they've done that, slammed it shut, and put an axe through it like Jack Nicholson in The Shining for good measure.
Here's Johnny!
Why are people so upset when they got what everyone expected?
What this said is really showed the limits of Ben Bernanke and monetary policy. So they wanted to really be wooed back into the stock market. And when they didn't get another round of quantitative easing, however far-fetched that seems, they decided to run for the exit.
Do you get the sense from people you talk to that a third round of quantitative easing might be in the cards?
I think it seemed an impossibility a month or two ago, but we've seen things deteriorate so quickly. We saw the response over the last 12 hours of how bad it's been. So I wouldn't rule it out. I don't think the Fed will jump in very soon, but I don't think investors have taken it off the table. Ben Bernanke's really been coming out. He's put the ball in Congress's court, and he's, in so many of his public words, he said, don't look to me, and not so many words, look to Congress, get them to act.
That is, I think, probably to wrap up the most frightening aspect of this recent sell-off. If the Fed rightfully is trying to shift some of the responsibility for getting the economy back on track in the short term to Congress and fiscal policy and not have it just be monetary policy, he's going to be waiting a long time.
You raised a really good point in your recent column that maybe it's not the Fed, maybe it's other central banks. We have to sort of look out there to have central banks solve the U.S.'s problems and the global economy's problems.